Hello, dear viewers. I hope you've had a wonderful week. Tomorrow's Friday, and I'm sure a lot of you are looking forward to the weekend. What a week we've had, though. This is good news. It's been a heck of a trip. We never thought all these tyrant crazy guys were going to be on their way out, but it seems like the winds are changing. Party in September. We got Netanyahu out. Oh my goodness. Trump is being investigated. His crimes are coming into light. So it's been a good week for our country and for the world in some aspects. So the reading I wanted to do today was on Boris Johnson. And thank you again for watching my videos and for tuning in and for all your wonderful comments. And to Sue Ellen Peters, I wanted to tell you that I did make a video on how to make the cup, but I didn't post it because I wasn't sure anyone would be interested in it. So, but thank you for your interest or curiosity. I will put it up. I just didn't like the way the video turned out, and I'm lazy when it comes to editing because I'm no good at editing. So yeah, thank you. So let's get started with the reading. Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson. Will Boris Johnson continue to stay as Prime Minister of the UK? Well, what will happen to Boris Johnson? His political career. Or, oh God, I don't even know what to ask. Boris Johnson trajectory as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Boris Johnson's trajectory as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. What will happen with him? Boris Johnson trajectory as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Please tell me. This just keeps coming out. I'm leaving it. This is the second time. Boris Johnson's trajectory as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. So we have the Hierophant. You see, okay, so he has the stick, kind of like in Lord of the Flies, I've got the conch. So this is like a pope. He sets the rule. He's even higher than the king. That's odd, because, you know, they have a queen, Queen Elizabeth. So he feels like he's even higher than her, and then you have these peons in the back looking adoringly at him, and one with the head down. So he feels like he's the most powerful person there now. He's feeling emboldened. This covers him. The chariot. The chariot upside down. Like I said in my past readings, the chariot like this, it means that someone is coming to save you. A knight in shining armor, help, succor. But upside down, he may feel like he's the most powerful, but he doesn't have the help that he needs. He's alone in that. Everyone comes out alone. You know, these world leaders, they all come out alone. The Eight of Swords. He's trapped. He has nowhere to go, and he knows it. He's trying to strategize what to do perhaps about Brexit. And he finds no solution. He finds no solution to the Brexit. Number one, he's... I'm not sure people like him. You know, he feels he's the most powerful. He has no one's help. And this crowns him. This is what he's thinking. And so on his mind right now, he finds no solution. This is what he has that is his own, and he has to work with. The King of Swords. Okay, so he has a man, another gentleman that he's working with that is, I know that he comes out alone here, but I think he's going to be talking to someone else to come in and help him. He has another man in mind, perhaps a lawyer, a judge, something like that, someone scholarly, someone educated. Sorry, my cat was trying to eat the cord. So he's probably going to bring someone else in. I don't know, perhaps as a secretary, or perhaps as his right hand. Another man, King of Swords. He's looking this way, so I'm going to put the recent past here, to my right. The Ten of Coins. Okay, so in the recent past, he was aligned with, or maybe he thought he can get help from a wealthy patronage. Someone wealthy might help him. I don't know what that's about. Contribution, maybe? Or business deal? Not for him directly. But perhaps he was counting on the established companies in the UK to help him. That was in the recent past, and this is in the upcoming future. The Tower. Oh. Nothing is working out for these people. Coming up soon, guys. Coming soon to news near you. He's going to be destroyed. Whatever plans he had, it will be destroyed. So that Brexit deal, or whatever it is he's working on currently, destroyed. And so here, this is him. It represents him. Seven of Cups. So he's thinking of a lie? He's thinking of proposing something too good to be true. So after the established companies, all the wealthy patronage turned their backs on him, he's going to have a tower moment. Everything that he's proposed is going to be thrown away. And so then after these two things happen to him, he's going to try to come up with a great deal on paper that has no foundation. His house is the Four of Cups. Okay. Okay, so his environment is no one is satisfied with whatever he's proposing, or whatever is proposed to him, he's not satisfied. There's dissatisfaction all around, and they're neglecting their responsibilities. They're stagnant. His hopes and his fears, Three of Cups. His hopes and his hope is that, okay, so he's a strong person. He's a strong person, because usually it's mostly fear that pops up on this card. When you see a positive card pop up on the what are your hopes and your fears, that signifies that you're a strong person, or you're currently going through, you have the fortitude to fight or pull through whatever it is you're going through. So his hope is that the parties will unite and they come up with a resolution. And then what will come? The High Priestess. The High Priestess. I think he might be concealing something that is going to come to light. A secret that he's concealing might come to light. The High Priestess upside down. Okay, hold on. So let me see what that could be. The High Priestess upside down. Boris Johnson. What is his secret that he's concealing? What is the secret that Boris Johnson is concealing? What is that will come? What is the secret that Boris Johnson is concealing? What is the secret that Boris Johnson is concealing? Discovers the secret, a young man, that he has some sort of... Well, let's see. Hold on. What? Wow. What in the world? I'm sorry, this is crazy. Hold on. Sorry, get to look here. And then we get this guy. Oh my word. A secret with a young man to do with the law, manipulation of the law, someone from England, or the UK, Britain, someone from Great Britain. Not England, I'm sorry, someone from the UK. Concealing a secret about a young man who he's now at odds with regards to the law, some sort of manipulation of the law. Someone from the young man is someone from the UK, something they did in the UK. And it involves a wealthy another older gentleman. His house. So I'm going to say this is perhaps the Queen. Oh shoot. Well, if I saw the lovers, I would say this is some gay thing, but I don't see the lover here. So I'm going to say this is his girlfriend. No, not his girlfriend. A woman that's close to him is going to be pissed off at him leaving. Maybe the Queen is going to ask him to leave. Or maybe the women of England are going to ask him to leave. What the hell did this guy do? There's some pissed off women here. They're going to ask him to leave. He's not going to want to, but it's going to be a brouhaha here. Okay, so something's going to come up that he's done underhanded deals. Oh my goodness, Lord forgive me, because I don't know this guy. So whenever I say things like that about someone, I just get the heebie-jeebies, because I'm like, what if it's not true and I'm saying these terrible things about this person? But this is what comes out. So he has a secret. He's now enemies with the guys. Maybe this guy's gonna blow his spot. He's gonna open his big mouth, and it had something to do with the law. They manipulated the law somehow. All this happened in the UK. There's going to be an elderly gentleman that is now not friendly with him, that has power and money. And then the women are going to turn their back on him. They're going to want him to go. His hopes, his fears that he had a wonderful, family life, or he's beloved by his country. But it won't happen. It won't happen. He's going to be dissatisfied. Okay, so I did the cup for him, and now the cup makes a little more sense. I was hesitant to read the cup because it's so terrible. I was like, what the hell? This guy, he's going to be infamous. Oh, go to the other deck. Boris Johnson's going to be infamous. So here's the cup on Boris Johnson. Now, this is one of the most odd, bizarre cups in a while. In quite a long time. Okay. So remember how I said the handle, whatever comes up close to the handle is what's going to happen the soonest? I see Boris all disheveled here. So that's how I know it's him. He's very light skinned. Look how light his hair is. So that's him. And he's carrying around papers. He's all crumpled up. And he's with another man. So in the tarot reading that I just did, it shows that he's bringing in another gentleman to help him. So here they are together. It's a guy with darker hair than him. A little. Is he taller? About the same size, maybe a little taller. About the same height as him. Not an extremely tall gentleman. Okay, so they're going to these 4 buildings, and they're trying to handle paperwork and money. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure how the process works in the UK, but apparently he seems to have to go through 4 different obstacles, I guess, for lack of a better word, but through 4 different procedures in order to get this money or this bill passed. And here we have another gentleman of shorter stature, a little older than them, and he's at odds with them. He's at odds with them. See, they're all the way down here, and he's all the way here. He's like waiting. You have to go through all this before you get to me. Like, he doesn't like what they're doing. He's not pleased with what they're doing. And then here we have a palace. So you guys, this is how a palace comes out. You see the top is like a crown? This is a beautiful property with a crown on top. And in there you have, I don't know if you can see this person bending over or slouching over. This is someone that's going to get sick. So I'm always the bearer of bad news. It's horrible. It's horrible. I never thought I'd be that person. But here you have Queen Elizabeth, violently ill. Violently ill. So Queen Elizabeth's going to become ill. Okay, and then you have here at the top there is an exchange of money for weapons. This is going to go through 2 different parts of government. And there will be a purchase of weapons or manufacturing of weapons. And it looks to me like round things. So I'm gonna say it's more like drones. So there's going to be some sort of need for weapons. And you guys, I think this is the royal family. I've never really seen kings and queens before in cups, but it kind of looks like them. So I'm gonna say, you know, after the queen, she just comes out sick here. I don't see her passing away yet, but she comes out very sick. Maybe she's gonna give power over to Charles eventually. So when the queen is out, we're gonna have some sort of crisis there in England. You even have like newspaper articles and letters and things like that popping out. It's kind of embarrassing for me to say, but I think this is Harry and Meghan, because this is a white man married to a darker woman, and she has like a baby. You see the white guy up here, kind of balding. And there's a darker woman here, long hair. And you see people with their heads down. I did a cup on Putin, and he came out that he was threatening a country with a king and a queen, with a woman ruler. And I said, oh, I don't think it's England because the woman that comes out is younger than Queen Elizabeth. But perhaps Queen Elizabeth is going to relinquish power, and the woman that I saw that was younger than her was Camilla. I said she's not, you know, she's an elderly woman, but she's not as old as Queen Elizabeth. So perhaps when Queen Elizabeth relinquishes power or gets sick and Charles takes over, they're going to be the monarchs in charge. There's going to be some sort of crisis. There's going to be two crises. There's going to be a political crisis. Charles is going to be facing political crisis. This is a cup on Boris Johnson, and you know, I don't know why all these things come out for. I guess because they represent the country. But okay, so then two different crises. One is a political crisis, and one is a natural crisis. So the political crisis that Charles is going to be faced with is, you know, gossip about his kids, and then also remember that cup I did for Putin, that he was going to threaten that European country run by a monarch, a woman. I think that's what it is. I think he's going to be threatening England. What happened to Putin? No one's ever heard of him for a while. Remember how I said he was going to ghost us? Where the heck is that guy? I don't want him to be like the Candyman, pop up. But yeah, what happened to him? So anyways, he pops up here in this cup, like threatening England. So that's one, like this is the political crisis. And then there's another like natural catastrophe here. I don't know what that is. You have people and even animals, like there's a like horse, guy on a horse, like, and the horse is gonna throw him off the horse. And then you have like the ground shaking. Maybe there's gonna be an earthquake or a hurricane. I know that England doesn't get hurricanes, or I mean, not that I know of. Do they get hurricanes? But it's too far up north and not tropical enough for hurricanes. But since it's global warming, you never know. But there's some sort of natural catastrophe, either, you know, earthquake, flooding, hurricane, winds. I don't know what the heck is going to happen going on in England, but they're going to be faced with some sort of natural catastrophe as well. Wow. Talk about being a jerk and giving bad news. I'm sorry, guys. So that was my reading on Boris Johnson. I'll keep doing more readings on him, see how things turn out. Okay, thank you.